Mia. Okay.
Do you know what to do with all this? Of course. Are you sure about that? No. In black. Do I have to do this? Yes, we're documenting. I will succeed at this because I am ready to take control of my life. I just need to figure out how to talk to people first. Share the products you love and share your experiences with sincerity. That's it. I will be prepared. I promise you that. Let's role play. All right, go for it. Go. How can I fix my look? You're beyond help. Okay, but that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. She's home. Let's see. That's nice. Wow. I mean, her birthday. She is completely crazy. It's all about you inspiring their self-confidence. Hey girls, awesome new stuff to share with you today. Okay, Izzy, be my first member. No, no chance. Too late. I already know.
Paint that picture of achievement in your head and cherish it.
Completely ridiculous. It's all about you inspiring their self-confidence. Life is crazy. Beautiful, out of control, ridiculously, rewardingly crazy. I love you guys. You've helped change my life. You changed me. And for that, I'm very thankful.
Hmm. Let's see where we are. Okay, are you still there? Where'd everybody go? I lost you. Okay, so you can see from the products, it was a little bit dated, but do you remember that, Mickey? Do you remember seeing that at all? Okay, it's been a while, but it still was a great video, just about the ups and downs, and just be excited and don't give up, right?
It's like anything else.
I know. Let's see who we have. Mickey, going to have you start sharing. Introduce yourself and tell us something that you're excited about last week or this coming week.
Good afternoon, good evening, ladies. I'm Mickey Micah from Frankfort, New York. I've been building my business now for 35 years. I said a couple weeks ago I had to get back to work, and I did.
Yes, you did. In a big way. Do you want to share what your week was last week?
I forgot.
I have 562.
That was
Queen
it.
of sales.
That's it.
Woohoo! Where's my pom pom?
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Oop, I have my pom pom.
Here they are. Good for you. Tell us what you did.
Just contacted my customers.
Yes, you did.
I mean, after a while, you get to know they got to be due for more product. So you call them. And
yes.
that's all there is to it. And excited about next week. I got a party booked and a couple of appointments booked for next week.
Good. Very good.
So when I make up my mind to go back to work, I do.
Yes, ma'am, you do. Woohoo! Good job. Okay. And now let's talk to Suzanne Jones.
Hi, I'm Suzanne Jones coming to you from Oneida, New York. I've been building my business now for 2.5 years, and I'm Team Sherry. And something I'm excited about is somebody I did the makeover with asked about a party. She said, "Do you still do parties?" And I said, "We sure do." So she said, "Whoa, I'd like to do one." I said, "Okay, then." So we got to get together and figure out when she's going to do it.
Nothing like them asking you, huh?
I know. I love
Oh
that.
my God.
I know that never happens, right?
That
Tell
fell
us
right in
about
your lap.
tell us about your week last week, Suzanne. You were runner-up, first runner-up.
Yes, from my makeover and then reorders, because when I talked with somebody, she was debating about she was completely out of the lifting serum, like nothing left. So she definitely needed that. And then she said, "Well, I don't know, should I get the whole thing again? I'm going to use it." And I said, "Totally up to you." But I said, "It does save you money." And I said, "Also, the price is going up for the full set." And I said, "So if you're using it, it makes sense to get the whole thing." So she decided to get the whole thing.
Good.
Awesome.
Saved yourself
Mhm.
$10 because it's going
Yep.
up in September. So your
Yep.
facial for 407 and then the rest in reorders for
Mhm.
481.
Yay.
Nice job.
Nice
Nice
job.
Thank you.
job. Okay. And thank you, Paulette Horan, for turning in your summary. I appreciate you doing that. Tell us about you. And I love your new haircut. Yay.
Yes,
I
it looks
do
awesome.
too. Yes.
You. My name's Paulette Horan. I'm zooming in from Gloversville, New York, and I've been building my business for 5 years, and I'm on Team Mickey.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Tell something
Just
exciting about
excited.
you from last week or this coming week.
I don't know. I got excited about orders, people just contacting me, and I was like, "Yay! They know I'm
Mhm.
still here." And
That's
this week
good.
I'm on vacation mode. Tomorrow I go on vacation, so I'll be camping. So
Okay.
Yay.
Yay.
Yes,
know.
good, good, very good. Glad you're here. I can't wait to hear your commercial. And last but not least, we have Colleen Barr. She's in the house.
Yay,
Woohoo!
Colleen.
Woo.
Hi, Colleen Barth from Owasco, New York. And I think I'm excited. On Sunday, I got old school and did an actual weekly plan.
Yay.
Yay!
I hadn't done that in a while. I stopped at colored pencils and all that. But
Oh, darn.
but it's really it's great to have in front of me. So
Yes, you're not just winging it as far as your week. You know what
right.
you plan and what you plan on doing when and when you're going to make your calls or your deliveries or whatever it may be.
Right.
So nice job. And did you get a haircut too? Your
I was
hair
going
looks
to say,
You know, the heat. I kind of just
Oh,
keep
love
going.
it, Colleen.
the heat. And today was actually not as hot.
It was cold today.
Which is good, which is good. Well, great, great. I've been building my business for over 40 years and loving every minute of it. I had a facial plus family, her family here the other day. So that was interesting. Her fiance, her daughter, her daughter's friend, her baby, the
Oh,
whole,
wow. You had everybody, Sherry.
oh my Lanta, let me tell you. So, you never know. So the daughter bought the perfume. I'm glad I had that out so she could see it. But they all were very nice, hardworking. woman working at a restaurant, sometimes waitress, sometimes cook. So I know that's hard and they are struggling. But I went through the back of the profile and she's an 8. So we're talking more and you never know. And one thing that's important to talk about that I'm going to make sure I talk about with new consultants in different situations, and this situation in particular, is that I want to be able to teach you, and that can apply to anybody here, how to meet people out of your circle of influence. Because sometimes your circle of influence is not the target market, is not the people that are going to be your Mary Kay customers. And in the past, we have had people in our unit that have not gotten past that, and they've struggled and they've been frustrated and they are no longer here. And so that's important to, yes, your friends are your friends and they may be wonderful people, but we need to find people who are our target market too. And that's important. So I will make sure that she knows that I can show her how to do that. And of course, that also means for people, anybody, are you willing to? Because it is stepping out of your comfort zone. And we all are stepping out of our comfort zone at some point or another, but to be meeting different people than we typically meet or talk to is definitely doing that. And so as an entrepreneur, we are in a business of rejection. We're going to be getting told no. And in direct sales, we're in the business of rejection. We're going to be told no. And we have to learn how to protect ourselves from it, or learn to get tougher skin perhaps, or just let it go, or roll off of us, or whatever song there might be about it that is like, shake it off.
Shake it off.
There's a lot of them out there, and it's okay. Sometimes it stings a little, those no's that we didn't expect, or sometimes it is just the ghosting. That's a thing. It's such a thing that it's a word. And you're going to get that more from referrals. So I want you to know that. And that's just part of it. That's where the 21-day challenge comes from, of calling or texting, and then 3 days later, or it can be 2 days later, it's up to you, do the opposite. So they do need to hear your voice. They may or may not answer the phone. When they do, it always catches me off guard. I'm like, thanks for answering. You don't even know who this is, but I'm not a robot, but you don't know me, but we have a mutual friend, blah, blah, blah. And then I talk fast like that to get them to know that I know somebody they know. And then you can kind of hear them exhale like, okay. And then they're willing to listen. So you do have to get to that point fast. And then whatever happens, happens. But so I'd like to start with your customers. If you're looking to book people, get back in front of your current customers. And it takes more, I can't even remember the direct quote, to find a new customer than it does to service, yes, your current customers. And that's why I wanted to, just real quick, and then I'm going to let Paulette talk. That's why I want you to get your, go, if you have not gone yet, to pajamagraphics.com/Tandy with a T, Tandy. Look at that. Go back to last week's meeting, watch that, rewatch that. The 3 videos are there. It's also in the Pajama Graphics thing too. But get your customers on as many products as possible. 25. And that's what I'm talking about in my lives, in my Facebook groups, customer groups, those 25 products, and giving samples and things like that. So get those customers on more products. But there's also a graphic, I've got to find it and post it. It's on my phone, that because there are some customers out there that no way, no how do they want color. And so a lot of those 25, or some of those, are color. So you can get your customers to, the goal is $1,000 in the Mary Kay year, 45 of them to be on the National Court of Sales. If they order 3 repair sets, I think it's 2 facial peels. I don't know about microdermabrasion, charcoal mask. So it can be the repair and other spa products, oil-free eye makeup remover, perhaps. I'll have to find
Mhm.
it. So they
That's
don't
one
have
more.
to be on color, but they can still hit that $1,000. Of course, those are going to be your repair customers. Your repair customers can do it without color, but a lot of people, you're going to be able to throw in mascara, or you're going to be able to throw in Christmas gifts. So there's other ways to get to that $1,000, but we all can do that. And it is being intentional with our reorders, with our customer service, going back and say, hey, it's been a while since you've ordered cleanser and eye cream. And do you need that with the microdermabrasion? So, I'm gonna have Paulette talks. I know she's not feeling well. And then I'm gonna go back, talk about samples. And then we have a Julia Burnett video from seminar that's awesome. Paulette's our commercial consultant. Give her a hand. Woohoo!
Yay,
What are you
Paulette.
what are you sharing with us tonight, Paulette? Unmute, girl.
I know I'm hitting the wrong button and it's
That's
saying
okay.
I'm in Zoom.
There you go.
All right. So I'm going to talk about the Mary Kay Clinical Solutions C plus resveratrol line reducer.
Yay. Use
This
that
takes
this morning.
wrinkle reduction to the next level with our highest concentration of vitamin C, resveratrol. Powerful and active ingredients that address the look of lines and wrinkles, gives the support it needs to targeting the critical components of skin aging with this dermocosmetic solution. Application tips, it says to take 6 to 8 drops into your hand. I find that this is not a very thick consistency. It's very watery. So I drop this right on my face and then I massage it in, and same thing around the neck. Just drop it here, let it run down, and then massage upward and outward. I found that when I started to use this and I dropped it in my hand, it was running off my hand. I was trying to slap it on my face. So,
I agree.
so we're
See, I
gonna.
prefer it in my hand.
You do?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't
I
do
put it
it. I drop it
here.
on my
I
face.
like
So this we're gonna do morning and evening after cleansing and before toning your skin. And then you want to follow up with your favorite serum or moisturizer. Awards and honors, I was under here and just wanted to briefly talk about that. So we have the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval as well. And if most of you do not know, the Good Housekeeping Seal cannot be bought. This is saying that they have used the products and what Mary Kay says that they're going to do as it is actually doing for you. So that's how we get the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval. This retails for $38.
Yay. Any questions or comments for Paulette? Anything you think a customer would ask?
And you use it with other boosters?
Yes. In the order of that application, I would say would be to use, we would start with what we want on our face first. So what I would avoid would be the resurfacer. That one is the exfoliator that you only want to use a couple times a week in the evening hours. So that
Right.
one that's going to exfoliate. So no, I would not use it with that. But all the rest of them would be just fine. There's a hydrator, the line reducer, and there's a fourth one. I don't have it in front of me.
Brightener?
Yes. The
Yes,
brightener.
the brightener, yes. And I use that also
Love
for,
the brightener.
yeah, it helps minimize the darkness, like from acne scarring on the sides of my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it helps with like discoloration just from the sun.
Yep. And
I think about that.
us women who have had pregnancies, they call it the mask of pregnancy.
Yeah.
Like a butterfly look on your forehead. I had that with Emma, and it helps reduce that because I find that the sun brings it out more, and this helps reduce
Okay.
the look of that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Very good. Very good. Thank you. And so then when you sell a booster, he's like, oh my gosh, you're so close to $50. What else do you need? Then you get something for half price. So just keep talking about it in like the August special deal. So they know that this is all that's half price in August. So very good. Thank you, Paulette. Thank you
You're
very much.
welcome.
So hope you feel better and hope you get a chance to watch the rest of the recording later on. Okay, have a good night.
Feel better?
What was I gonna say? Oh, that I'm real excited about the samples. So it does mean you're committed to getting samples because if you remember what Tandy talked about last week was a skincare sample and a color sample with every reorder and little coupon. I have the coupon right here in front of me. They're way over there. They're way on the desk, couple feet away. So so look and see. Obviously, you have to look at their history. What don't they have? And that's where it could be. One thing we did in our office here with the hydrogel eye patches, I bought the foil packets that were, I don't know, maybe about the size of my phone, and that you can from Amazon, and then you can close them up like with a curling iron or that would heat seal it like a flat iron or something, or iron, I guess. But it's less expensive than the company's $3 for a pair. So I don't want you to do that. That's too much. But if you don't want to go to do that, get the samples that the company has that are available and make a note. There is that sample tracker sheet where you can keep track of who, the data, either it was mailed or delivered, what the samples were, what is the deadline, because the coupon says $10 off a $40 purchase. And I have somebody I'm delivering to Thursday, and she wanted a foundation. She was using CC cream, but didn't want this SPF that was bothering her skin. So she wanted a liquid foundation. Gave her 2 samples. She picked one. I said, did you see the coupon inside? I don't think I think because it was those 2 samples, I don't even think I put anything else in for samples. And so she hadn't until I said, did you see the coupon? Then she looked, she saw it. And I said, $10 off a $40 purchase. What else would you like? Mascara, lip gloss. I don't even remember what she got, but it made it so it was over 40 and then $10 off. So she upped her order to there. Many times it would then be over 50. And then you say, wow, now you qualify for a product at half price. So just keep working with your customers, make sure they're aware the coupon's in there. So what I'm going to start doing when I mail it or deliver it, but let's say I mail it, let's say tomorrow, what's tomorrow, Wednesday. So I'm going to message them in a day or 2 after that and say, watch your mail, your order's coming. There's a coupon in there as well as 2 samples. Check them out and let me know. So they're looking for them. So I find if I haven't said that with some people, they don't even see it. Sometimes it can get thrown out. I think one person it got thrown out. So
You're giving them a week, Sherry? Is that how much you're giving them for the, or week
I
and a
think
half?
like 10 days to
10
2
days.
weeks, like the 20th to the 30th, I was saying, for some people. So it depends if it was mailed or, yeah, I mean, that's up to you. But you do want to get back with them and they don't try it. They don't try it until you get back with them and say, can I check with you tomorrow? Can you try that microdermabrasion tonight? So I try to do the same sample for as many as I can who haven't had it. So I'm not bouncing all over the place with samples as far as trying to remember what I gave people. But that's why you don't want to try to remember. Because when I try to remember, I don't remember. So I write it down.
I
And
gotta say,
that's that. Mickey.
I hate to say, Sherry, a lot of times when I put samples in a person's order, the samples are so small. And like you said, with the coupon, I started using those, instead of your Ziploc sandwich bags, you got the snack bags, the smaller ones.
Yeah.
So that keeps everything together.
Yes.
So
That's a good point.
the
I have
coupon
those.
would be right there in with the samples.
Yes. Yes, I've done that for the last couple people. Because yes, when it's loose, it's gonna be lost. So do
Yeah.
contain it, tape it, either the sample to the coupon or,
Yeah.
but inside the snack bag is a good idea.
Yeah.
Um,
They're
so
cheap.
yes, and they are seeing it, but it's up to us too to say, hey, let's say you're just dropping it off. You don't see
Yeah.
her. Hey, check out in your bag. There's a sample, so it doesn't take much to send a quick text.
Yeah.
And you could even say, do you think you could try it tomorrow, the next day, or today or tomorrow, whatever. Kind of even like an appointment. When can I check back with you to get your feedback, to get your opinion? Um, and so, and Tandy had said too that it's $10 off $40 purchase. It does not have to be those samples. It
Right.
could be anything. So that made me think a new thought, but it was so I don't have that in front of me as far as one of the sample things, but at the bottom of it, it gives you the little sample dialogue to say, hey, Karen, did you see the samples? And did you get a chance to try them? Would you like to get $10 off a $40 purchase? Or I don't remember exactly what it says, but when you read it, it was very smooth. It's not saying, it's not leading them to believe that has to be that the samples that they purchase to get $10 off.
Mhm.
So when you say that or text that, that definitely helps. So yes, we have to get samples, but with the thought process, I'm buying these samples because I'm following up and it's going to increase my sales. That's the whole point of saying it's not just here's a sample, I like you so
Right.
much, and hey, you know, like, oh well, so what? Nothing happens. So it really is a good idea. um, and those people can be people that, like I started to say earlier, get back with them, have them be part of your faces. Do you have a faces goal? Mine is 30. Mine is 30 faces. I'm only at 11 and I've got some work to do. I only decided a couple days ago do 30. So I do have to get myself moving. But that made me talk to somebody that I saw today at TSC. She was a former customer. Yeah, I'm trying to think what the word customer. And we've lost touch. And I saw her, and thank goodness she had a name tag on, so I couldn't quite remember her name. I recognized her face. And so what I wanted wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. I got Amazon, doesn't matter. But I almost just said, nice to see you, Jackie. But no, I'm like, Sherry, keep talking. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this fun challenge to pamper 30 women in 30 days by August 31st. Can you help me out and be one of my 30? And she's like, sure. So I just called, left a message. I didn't get her, but I wanted to get a hold of her right away. I didn't want to procrastinate on that because she's still going to remember who I am and that I'd asked her and she said yes. So if I don't hear back from her tonight, I will text her tomorrow. So that's part of quick follow up because there's a deadline. And when you have that sense of urgency, whatever your number could be 10, it could be 15, whatever it is, having that sense of urgency, telling them what your goal is, telling them you need your help, their help. Can she help you out and be one of my faces to just get feedback? Just tell me, I just say the new Mary Kay. I just say new Mary Kay products. I'm still gonna, go through the skincare. She's not on anything. She is not a customer anymore. So I would love to have her back. So it was kind of neat that I saw her. So let's see how if we can still keep power again. Okay. And then we'll talk about schedule. Where'd we go? Here we go. Can you see that? Oh, I didn't screen
No.
share. Nope, you can't. That was not smart. I didn't screen share. Let's start again. Let's start again. I practiced too, Suzanne. I really.
Practice makes perfect.
And then I get here and I get myself all flustered. And there it is.
I'm back. Yes, I
I see you back there. Thank you so much. Welcome to seminar. I want to first thank so much Mary Kay corporate staff for inviting me to speak today. It's such an honor, and I don't take it lightly. So guys, let's time travel a little bit. Do you remember when you first got your starter kit? I remember the opening of my starter kit 20 years ago. It was sort of like the opening of my heart. It was like I suddenly allowed myself to dream bigger than I ever had before. And so I want to invite you to close your eyes just for a moment and go back in time. Remember when it was new? Remember when you had this genuine excitement about it? Maybe you were actually allowing yourself to believe and to dream. Now stay there for a moment. Do you feel it? Remember it. So when I first started, more than a few of my coworkers' first response was a little less than encouraging. They were like, "You?" I mean, that was no kidding. Multiple people said that. I didn't really know if I could do it, so I just kind of protected myself with, I just love the product. But really, it was this first seminar for me that really caused what I'll call a seismic shift in my belief. Like, I honestly couldn't believe a place like this actually existed, much less that I found my way there. I kind of felt like I had discovered Camelot. And the power of vision that I caught here at seminar, it was so pure and so strong that on the plane ride home, I declared, I'm going to be a sales director. And my cousin declared, I'm going to earn the use of a career car. And within 2 months, I had debuted as a sales director. And a month after that, she earned the use of a career car living in a dorm room at Center College. I mean, that is the power of belief, and it can be birthed right here. Who are my brand new seminar people? If you've never been to seminar before, let me hear you. Okay. Love seeing so many new faces. But seminar is not in your office. And the reality is, you are going to be met with challenges where you're going to have to decide, am I going to go for it again? Am I going to go for it wholeheartedly? Is it worth it? And early in my business, there was this ice storm in Lexington, Kentucky, and Lexington shuts down when there's ice. And I had an appointment set up with a referral. And so I called her just to confirm that we're still on. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I honestly can't believe I didn't try to reschedule. I was like, are we still on? So we're still on. I couldn't get my car into the garage because of the ice. It was parked down below outside. I fell going down my driveway. I had to shovel snow to get into my car. I had to pour multiple rounds of hot water to open the handle. It was a plan B kind of like childcare day. So I had to find a neighbor to watch my kids, and I had to drive on ice. When I got there, I'm standing there. Oh no, it was an apartment building with one of those rickety metal set of steps making its way up to the second floor. And I'm at the bottom with my suitcases, and I'm like, oh boy. So I make my way up there. She said one, didn't she? Let me make sure I've got the right address. Maybe she doesn't hear me. Surely she wouldn't. I mean, not in this weather. Girl, ain't nobody coming to that door. I'm making my way slowly down the treachery of ice-covered metal steps, schlepping the bags and gripping the rail. I look over and I realize my knuckles have split open from knocking in the cold, and they're now bleeding. It takes a lot to make me mad. I just talked to you an hour ago. Equal. But I do think that sometimes God protects you from some people, right? And you know what? If that's what that girl is made of, then I'm glad God blocked it at the door. And if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be up here telling you the story. But see, I didn't get the golden starter kit. Did any of my national sales director friends, did any of y'all get the golden starter kit? Did any of my top director friends, did any of y'all get the golden starter kit? But how many of y'all can relate to a story like that? So guys, when things don't go the way you had hoped, or when others let you down or make different choices than you would have made, or when you get your heart broken, which has happened to me more than a few times, then you must come to see that your business is not as an end, but it's a means by which you grow, which therefore unlocks everything else, including your next why, which probably evolves over time. And so guys, while the victories are sweet and they feel really, really good, It's the valleys where the wisdom is birthed and shows you what you're really made of. Now you may be thinking, but Julia, you don't know what I'm up against. You're right, I don't. But I know someone who does. And I know that if he has called you to it, it's done. It's just waiting for you to walk it out. And you may have dozens of problems, but you have thousands of blessings. And you become tough when your mood is not dependent on your conditions. And I had to decide that day that that girl who was maybe laughing from the other side of the door, that I would have the last laugh and she would have no power over me or where I was going. And so you may be sitting there thinking, oh, to begin again, I don't know if I can. Let's be honest. For some of you, you don't know if you want to. Now, I'm not talking to everybody. I may be just talking to a couple of you, but you know exactly who you are. I've said it so many times. Why would this time be any different? I've been in for X number of years. I'm not where I thought I'd be by now. I'm tired. I don't want to do all that again. God, since COVID, so many things have changed. I don't even know where to start. If I was your enemy, that's exactly what I would want you to be thinking. In your heart of hearts, you know those are all just lies. Can you perceive it? Maybe you're like, man, I'm tired. Tired of what? Tired of thinking about working? Guys, some of us run so much amok in our minds. We're like so much in our heads. We're like going in circles and circles, and we're not really even going anywhere. Wake up, sleeping giant, wake up. There are thousands and thousands of you here, and you have no idea the power that lies within you. And it's why Mary Cash started this whole thing. Haven't we all heard Mary Cash's voice on hold when we called the company and she says, if just one more woman could discover how great she really is, that would be worth it. We didn't hit the goal last time, so why would this time be any different? Because you're different. If you allow defeat to stop you, then you're missing the whole point. Guys, you'll get to the next level when you outgrow where you are on the inside. And so for those of you who are trapped in should, like, I should be further along than I am right now, or what's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. You are masterpieces. You don't need to be fixed. You're just asking the wrong question or you're trapped in the wrong thought. Time's got nothing to do with it, and that's missing the point. Your life is already spent out, guys. There are moments that are assigned to you, waiting for you to step into them, but you got to give yourself permission to begin again. You've got to flip it, guys. We live so much in shame. The truth is, to begin again is actually the more powerful choice. You're not starting over, you're starting wiser. Human beings are the only creatures on the planet who can live one way for 40 years, clap their hands, and decide, no more, I'm changing the story. So is it worth it? That depends on you. What do you want? Who do you want to be? Who does it matter to? You know, there was a red jacket in Linda Tubin's national area. Linda said that when she died, her children laid out her red jacket and her pins and her ribbons. And when asked about it, her children remarked, of course they laid them out. That was the happiest time of her life when she was in Mary Kay. Last week, Mary Mullins in my unit, she had 7 appointments booked. Now, Mary's busy. Mary's got a bunch of kids. And I asked her, so how's it feel to have 7 appointments? And without hesitation, like that, she said, I feel like I'm living in my potential. I feel like I'm living in my potential. What would that feel like? Close your eyes for a moment again. I want you to imagine future you, a you who's living in her potential. Can you see her? What do you look like? What does it feel like? Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you with? Now connect that vision of future you with the dreams that you once held when you first began your business. What does that version of you, the one that's living in her potential, what does she want to say to you right now? And what's a small step that you could take, like daily accountability or a daily win or a daily reminder? I want to end with a story. When my son Levi was 4 years old, our whole family rode bikes in Bike Lexington. Now, Bike Lexington, it's like basically like 1,000 people on bikes riding through the city, kind of like a parade. And I don't even know how this happened, but we kind of went from like a family of 5 riding bikes together to like we kind of lost the rest of the family. And then it's just me and Levi. And then me and Levi went from suddenly the middle of the pack to like overnight, suddenly, boom, it was just me and Levi at the very, very end of this whole 1,000 bike thing. So Levi's 4 and he's like riding his bike and he's like, you know, giving it all he's got. And I turn around, right behind us are 4 motorcycle policemen, followed by 2 police cars, all of them flashing, like silently flashing their lights, followed by 10 miles of traffic, all of which are going at the rate of Levi. One officer, he was standing guard on a side street, and he said, "He looks like he's in hot pursuit." And so Levi's riding his bike, he's just giving it his all. And we kind of began going up this gradual hill, but his face like starts to panic because it's getting harder and harder. And let me paint a picture for you. The next last bike was way up there, and then way down there is this little 4-year-old kid on a bike, followed by 6 police and 10 miles of traffic. Okay. So Levi, with like the pressure of like the police behind him, he's giving it all he's got, but he's getting worn out. And he's like, "This is hard when this is over." And I'm riding right beside him. I'm like, "Buddy, come on. You got this. You got this. It's in there. You're almost there. I know you can do it. Keep going." Strangers have lined up and down the street. They begin to realize what is happening, and they all begin to cheer for my son. And it was just like this scene of Facing the Giants where he's like, "I don't know if I can. How much longer?" And I'm next to him, I'm like, "You got this. A little bit more. Almost there. Don't quit. Keep going. A little bit more. Come on." Like I knew he had it in him. And there was a crowd. They all were cheering. And it was a scene just like all of this. And I believe in God put this dream in Mary Kiash's heart, and she dared to follow through with it, that he wanted an incubator, that he wanted a culture that reflected the joy of heaven on earth. A place where, just as I was pouring belief into this little 4-year-old boy who would have given up otherwise, women likewise would find it within themselves to go further than they ever believed they could, lest they not give up. The truth is, we're always on the anvil. And I'd rather be on the anvil here in a place like this with all of you. I've always said that Mary Kay is just about the safest place for a woman to fall, in the arms of a loving community to gently pick you up, dust you off, and set you back up to reclaim your power to go out again. So whether it's bloody knuckles or a broken heart, if I had to call 100 people to find you so you could be here, that would be worth it. I pray that you will garner the strength to access the power on high, to break the lies, to imbibe the power that lies within you, to choose to go out and do it one more time. I love you. Thank you. Have a great rest of your seminar.
Let's hear it again for Senior National Sales Director Julia Burnett.
There we go. That was something. Isn't she something? Just keep going. Do it again. It's okay. Start over. And Mickey, I'm so proud of you that you realized you're like, I got to get to work. I got to do it. Now, did you have a why? Did you have a bill you were paying or wanting to pay or something you wanted to buy or just you? Tell us more.
No, it's just, I guess it's just in my DNA.
Yes, it is to just go to work.
No
And
matter how old you are.
Take care of your customers.
Yep.
And be in touch with them. And that's a good thing. That's a good, I think it's the people that just are like, have no purpose or goal. They're just not, I mean, you can be retired, but you still want to have a reason why you're getting up every day.
Oh, definitely. Today I got up and went and had breakfast with one of my customers.
There you go.
I've had more breakfast and meeting customers the last couple of weeks, you know. Only because at the beginning of the season, with the problems I've had with my back, I can't mow my own lawn anymore. So I
Ah.
hired someone to do it.
Mhm.
So guess what? I got to pay for it every week now.
Exactly.
But
I
I knew I could do it.
I haven't mowed my lawn in a couple of weeks, Ricky. Have you?
No, well, my contractor has.
Yeah. Still? Okay. Even with all this? Okay. So my grass is pretty crunchy right now.
Mine is too, but that's what you sign up for when you hire them.
I was wondering if they still came and did it anyway.
Mine does, and like I said, I don't regret it. I don't
Yeah.
regret it one bit.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
Exactly. I can call
Good.
more customers without. It took me an all-day thing to mow the lawn. And I
Oh,
thought to myself, it don't really make too much sense. But my brother kept telling me, Mick, why don't you hire these guys? Because they do all the lawns for them. And I kept saying, no, no, no. And then this year, when my back gave out on me, I said, I got to call them.
Good, good. And it does give you, well, there's your reason why.
That's my reason why.
Exactly. And also the peace of mind that you're not going to get hurt more or anything. And it does give you, and then you've got that blessing of having the contact with your customers.
Yep.
So it all worked out.
It did.
All worked out, right? Right.
Yep.
So, and Suzanne, I'm so proud of you too, that you keep going. I mean, you have a busy, full life too, and
Yeah.
you find the little pockets to fit it in. And that's what this is all about. Because we can all say we're busy. We can all say we don't have time, but like, what are we busy doing? Or how much of it are we like scrolling on our phone or watching TV or who knows what? And so, Colleen, I think that is great that you have gone back to the weekly plan sheet. Yay for you.
Yeah.
I think that will give you that structure, and it's not just a duplicate of your calendar or your date book, but it's plugging in where you want to work your business, or where you want to have lunch with a friend, or where you want to, or where you're going to work your other job, or whatever it may be, or when you're going to church, or when you're with family. Then and then you're looking and like, wait, where's my Mary Kay time? I need some more green time. And so then you see, okay, this is where I'm going to do it. This is where I'm going to do it. This is where I'm going to do it. And so then you're not just thinking about it, and you're not saying, I'm too busy to do it. It's like, I've got, even if it's 15 minutes, you can get a lot done in 15 minutes if it's an intentional 15 minutes. And so I'm glad you've gone back to that. And I think more of us need to do that and just find those little pockets of time like you do, Suzanne. So good for you. Anybody have anything? Oh, wait, before we go, I want to go over our schedule really very quickly. Let's see. Wait, let's see if I had other things I want to screen share if I can get to it. Let's see if this works. Okay. So Thursday. Let's see if I can back up to tomorrow. There's tomorrow.
Remember the day that you said
Shoot.
you're independent beauty. Remember the
Sorry.
day that you
Get rid of that. Don't want her. We don't need that. Get that out of there. Okay, here we go. Tomorrow, consultants only, 10 ways to network your business. This is going to be great. And there's also Kate Spade giveaways, and it's for consultants. So my goal is for our unit to have 10 people there. Are you going to be one of the 10? It's from 9 p.m. to probably 9:45 p.m. Eastern. Moving midnight, Mickey, Micah, you're up.
I got a party tomorrow night.
Do you? Okay. There is a recording. But I would love to have 10 of us on live so we can be in the drawing. So that would be great. And it's only once a month, and it's for consultants only. So I wanted to make sure you knew about that. And where is the next one?
Excuse me.
Here it is. Nope, that's not it. All right, I'm gonna stop. And then Thursday is the Peek into Pink, and it's also at 9 p.m. and your guests will be in a drawing. They're in a drawing when they put in the chat, I'm in for free. So they don't have to already have decided they want to be a Mary Kay consultant. It could be a first layer of hearing about somebody's journey in Mary Kay. It could be a second layer. Maybe the first layer was you saying how it fit into your life and why you decided to say yes. So they don't even have to think they want to be a consultant. Just say, I would like just to see what this Mary Kay journey is all about for this person, this top director. I don't know her either, but they're always amazing. They're always just intriguing and inspiring. And so you could say, I have a gift for you, or what I would like you to do is to register. So make sure we have the our registration link up tomorrow so we can get the Zoom link to your guests. And that's at 9 o'clock and probably 9:45 at the latest. So that's that. That's the next 2 days. Then don't forget, it's in the screen share, I'm not going to worry about it. The August model search. So that's in our Facebook group, that's in our boards under August, and it's the different categories. When you are talking to people, I would say print it if you want, or send it to them in a graphic on your phone. Say, I need people in these categories. Can you help me out? That's another way you can get faces. And that can be Mickey with your party. That can be how you can get nominations. You can have that sheet, you can pass it around and say, who do you know in these different categories? Or like the, I have, yeah, in our profile that you're doing with people, it says, who do you know who is over stressed, under pampered, overworked women, or who do you know that's having a baby, a birthday, an anniversary? Those are the people to write down here. You write down 7 names, you get them, what is your favorite? So I guess you start out, say this is a commercial break. And I want you to write down, give me anywhere on here, your one makeup product you don't leave the house without. So it would be a makeup product, not a skincare product, not a perfume, a makeup product. And so like eyeliner, mascara, so it's not a big expense. But when they give you 7 names and numbers, they can get that product for half price. When they give you 14 names and numbers, they can get it for free. And I say too, so who are these people? So she's got down, it's her mother-in-law, it's her sister, and somebody's having a baby. So I can call, I'm not going to call and say, oh, your friend Sandy, when it's her mom. So your text or your call makes a little bit more sense. But you will get referrals, you will get nominations, whatever you want to call them, when there's something in it for them. And when you are more specific of what you're looking for. It could be the August model search, or it could be who do you know that's overworked, that whole thing. So people who likes to look good, or who's open to trying new things, and who are your coworkers. Keep brainstorming ideas. Everybody knows people. Everybody knows people. Okay, so that's that. So then what do we have coming up? The next date I want you to remember is August 25th. Anybody know what August 25th is?
Free shipping.
Yes, Mickey! It's our next free shipping day. All right. So there's 2 this month. First one's gone by. Second one is Monday, August 25th, all day long. So then we've got going on, we're switching to Mondays, but not until, I don't think I was real clear on this, not until Monday, September 8th, because the first Monday is Labor Day and we don't meet anyway. So we're going to stick to our regular schedule of Tuesday, September 2nd. All right. So September 2nd is still same time, same station, 6:30 right here. Then the rest of September will be Monday meetings at 8 p.m. Those are
8
not
p.m.
at 8 p.m. This is Heidi Galzer's E2E engage to elevate. And so it's a number of different units. It's on Zoom. But I think we're going to see it on Zoom, but we're not really participating as far as we're not talking. She has different directors that are teaching and training each of the 4 weeks. We are there to take notes, to participate because we're a Mary Kay National area and she's opened it up to everybody. But these are always good. And so we didn't participate last time, but I participated and then I did training based on what they trained on. This time I want all of us to be together. I think it's a little more powerful that way. And that starts at 8 p.m. I'll get that Zoom link to you. 90 minutes. So it's the 4 Tuesdays in September, the 8th, the 15th, the 20th, sorry, Mondays, the 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th. Those are Mondays. Those are Mondays. All right. In September still, there is an event, an in-person event, Darlene Wren's annual holiday workshop at her studio in Canastota. If you want to come to that, that is Saturday, September 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for $12. And that, I think we're going to bring our own lunch. And she's going to do prize giveaways. And if you want a Venmoer, it's in that flyer at Darlene-Wren. If you don't have Venmo, let me know and I'll make sure to save you your receipt. So that is everything no, it's not everything in September because the workshop is Saturday, September 27th. The Saturday before, which is the 20th, that is our in-person star event. We're going to go apple picking at Beacon Skiff. I don't have the time, probably 10 a.m. Suzanne is already a star. That is great. And Mickey's almost there. And I'd like at least 5 star consultants. I know we can do that. So I love doing in-person things. So star event is just stars. And then that's the 20th. 27th is Darlene's holiday workshop event. And then October. So October, I am participating in an event, not an event, it's a training with Diane Menteplee, and that is driving to about Boston, Massachusetts area. 1 Tuesday a month. And it's on a Tuesday. So it's the first Tuesday of every month. So I'm going to just back up our October meetings. Just going to back up all of them to 7:30. So I'm back in time to be here with you on Tuesdays. So that was why I put out that poll. Do you want to keep working with Mondays or go back to our Tuesday just a little bit later? I think it's like a 4.5 hour drive or something each way. So I want to obviously be here in time. So that's that. Any questions? Is anything clear as mud that I need to say? No, I don't like changing our schedule, but this is going to be worth it. It'll be worth it for you, for me. Oh, and then the fall advance. That's in Ohio. That is Friday, Saturday. Fall advance with Brittany Jenks and a lot of top directors, a lot of $1 million directors. And that's in Ohio. That's about with stop 7.5 hour drive. So I don't know if we're staying overnight, 1 night or 2. I don't have details. I don't know why. I think she's supposed to be a high I personality. Doesn't have details yet. Like details like already, like when does it start? When does it end? How long will we be there? So when I know, I'll tell you. But I think it's great. I think it's great being in person with other leaders who are big thinkers, doing big things, and that we can be a part of it. Okay, what do I have on my lips? Any guesses?
Pretty, whatever it is.
It is hot pink lip liner and sheer illusion lip gloss.
Ooh.
No lipstick.
Oh,
I
nice.
know. So I thought I pulled rose lip liner out and I'm putting it on. I'm like, well, this is pretty bright. And, and it is. It's probably brighter than I would wear like as a summer. But for camera, I'm like, that's okay. So I'll probably do rose tomorrow or whatever. But any lip color or lip liner will give you fuller lips if you just add sheer illusion.
Yes,
Just add sheer
Mhm.
illusion.
love it.
So yeah, so it's very simple. And so obviously people who like the nude lip are going to do beige nude, maybe auburn nude, maybe pink nude if they want a lot lighter, and then the sheer illusion. So with some people that are not used to color, it's going to be baby steps. Because and then people will say, well, does lip gloss stay on very long? And I'm like, no. Nope, not like lipstick, but look at this lip gloss. This lip gloss is staying on because I've got that waterproof lip liner on. I mean, I didn't eat any or drink anything after I put it on, but talking, and you can still tell that that lip gloss, because it's shiny, is on.
Mhm.
So that's something. And so work with people on that and say, just humor me, just try it. But then you get them on a lip liner, not just a lip gloss. Because when they say, does it stay on very long? That is what they're looking for. And they're not going to be, everybody likes lip gloss. It's easy to put on real fast, that kind of thing. But when they want it to stay on, say, here's the key, a waterproof lip liner.
Yeah. And
And
fill in your lip.
yes. Yeah. So it looks like lipstick. So anything else anybody wants to talk about? That's what we've got. Just work with your customers. And if you want more customers, then tell them you want to get together with them, show them what's new, show them one of the looks, one of the makeover looks, one of the makeover contest looks, and say, hey, it's more fun if you bring a friend. I'll have a gift for you and a gift for her when you bring a friend. And that way you can just get one more person, one more person. So think about what is your PCP number and you want to increase it. You definitely want to increase that. And they will take care of you. When you take care of your customers, they will take care of you. And you will get to the point where you have enough customers so you can be in the National Court of Sales just on customer service.
Yeah.
45,000, 45 customers ordering $1,000. That can definitely happen. That is not out of the realm of possibility, especially when they're on repair, right?
Mhm.
Okay, our time. I'm done talking. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for being here.
Good night, girl.
Thank you.
Bye.
Night.
Bye.